The Cauldron of Curiosities would like to welcome the merry month of May. We're exploring the hedgerows of Cornwall and looking at how these trees and plants can help with self-care and intertwine a weaving of stories, poems and songs that resonate with where we live.
Hawthorn. I'm sat here under a hawthorn tree. I am on the dark side at the moment because there are less buds here, and the buds, or the flowering buds, can be eaten as part of what used to be referred to as bread and cheese, and they are meant to be quite tasty, these buds, if you should try them. But I'm sat looking at this particular hawthorn tree, which is a merging of 6 hawthorn trees that have grown together for protection, and they create a sense of strength, and they don't move when the sheep rub up against them on the moor. And the circle of hawthorns allows them to withstand the high winds that batter them during the winter. But what I want to bring your mind to is how the hawthorn sings to your heart. Can you feel the hawthorn call to your heart chakra? Or are you just interested in using the hawthorn to help you with your health? And the hawthorn is the heart tree. It's here to help you should you wish to use it. One of the benefits of the hawthorn tree is its lack of side effects, and you wonder why it's not used in general medicine. And I believe this is because, like with many of the herbs that we find in the hedgerow, they don't have an instant effect, and we become a nation of people that want things to act instantly. But surely it's better to be patient and have something that does work but doesn't have side effects. The hawthorn leaves can be brewed into a tea. You can pick the hawthorn leaf buds and put them into a tincture, or the flowering buds can be placed in a tincture. I have also collected the haws, which are a beautiful red colour, and I've used those in my own mixes in the past. I've certainly used them for helping when the horses wanted to eat herbs and offered them, and the horses know when they need them. It can help, especially if they've been eating too much rich grass, and lowers their blood pressure, because you don't want a horse with high blood pressure. Well, we don't want human beings with high blood pressure, but we have a lot of them walking around with high blood pressure because we don't drink enough water, we eat too much sugar and probably too many carbohydrates and things that aren't good for us. But I'm not saying don't do any of those things. I'm just reminding you that there is some balance that we need to take notice of, because I'm one of the world's worst for wanting to eat cake, and I try to find healthier versions of cake so it still tastes just as nice, but maybe not got quite as much sugar in it. Whilst I was sat here under this hawthorn tree on a stone in the coolness of a breeze, because it's a rather warm day in May, it's May Day, the day of the hawthorn. The hawthorn is also known as the May tree. I thought about the other things that people could do if they go out gathering from the land. And just looking about me, I can see a number of things that you might be able to use. There are clumps of sheep's wool which you may need to wash, but there's enough to gather, especially at this time of year before the sheep lose their wool. Then we have feathers that have been shed by the birds, part of their molting that you could gather. And I gather that one way of cleaning feathers is you pop them in a bag and then put them into the freezer, and that can help clear anything that might be on the feathers that you don't want to introduce into your home. There are dry twigs that you can use to light your fire. There are shells from various creatures that have left them behind. Then, of course, if you're going to be creating your own barbecue piece, why not take back some of the dried animal feces? So you've got dried cow pats, which essentially, they're just dried grass, aren't they? Reconstituted grass, and you could use those for burning rather than burning lots of wood if you haven't got it. And they're a lot lighter to carry back. Do you bring a bag with you when you're foraging? What do you put in it? Today, I sort of was kicking myself because I didn't bring a decent sized bag with me. I've only got small bags, and I'm only really collecting bits of plastic because I like to collect rubbish that's around the trees. The collection of that rubbish is part of my offering to say thank you for any of the bounty that the plants and trees might offer me. What do you take out with you? Please comment in the options below, or you can contact me at info@thedandelion.moon.co.uk. How can we use hawthorn for self-care? Well, as I mentioned at the beginning, the hawthorn is the heart tree. And I would ask you, are you looking after your heart? Are you looking after your heart physically, mentally, and spiritually? And are you connecting your heart as you breathe? Are you connecting it to the thoughts and the spiritual work that you might be doing? Are you making that beautiful connection? And what are the lights that you allowed to come through? So I ask you, when you walk with the hawthorn, to think of your heart, work with your heart, find a hawthorn tree and make yourself comfortable underneath, and allow yourself to visualize the flow of blood moving around from your brain to your heart, through your lungs and around your body. Remember to drink, keep yourself hydrated, and that will allow your heart to move the blood more easily. Make yourself a hawthorn tea, and then write down how you feel once you've had a go at trying these changes out. Take photographs of a hawthorn tree, and then make a note of what you see and the changes of the hawthorn trees in your area coming earlier. And how do you feel about that? And are you getting involved? Do you have your own heart's compassion towards nature? These are some of the things that you might want to think about. I would like to thank you for walking with me today and the hawthorn. Take some time to find your own hawthorn tree. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow when we walk with another plant or tree from the hedgerow in our hedgerow self-care series. Thank you.